that animal, he will get animal's karma. If you are not guy, he's making a new karma. Two things. Now, one thing is in the Pali term, it's very difficult to concentrate. But this
Buddhism is doesn't believe in God.
No. It's Brahma levels. The same levels we are keeping, even the hell realm, and on top of it, we have the concept called
no God. Because even if I go to Buddhist temple, right? I don't find any statue of Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost.
This looks like it's opposite of it.
These are unholy.
Opposite.
And humans are at the middle level, basically. So
all different universe, like a different dimension.
Different dimension.
Okay. So this is Buddha himself talked about these realms. Godly realms. What did they have in Buddha's time to write it? Like leaves and stuff, right? They were writing on scrolls and stuff. This came from India. Buddhism, Jainism, Jainism, and there is another one. They don't believe in God, like atheist. And
he developed his mind basically.
Yeah, he did this investigation.
Basically, now human realm is where.
Oh, dhyana.
Meditation. Yes. Meditation.
Yeah, again, dhyana is Pali.
Dhyana basically. For dhyana, then. So as monks, we cannot ask from others to give anything.
Okay.
Only from family only. Family or one person, like someone who's helping.
So you can ask somebody from your family.
Yeah.
But
if I need anything, I can only ask from my family.
Okay.
I cannot ask from you.
Okay.
That's
so it's not allowed.
To
ask help from others.
No.
Why is that?
It's basically now the concept is we are renouncing everything. No?
Right.
We have to be, we have to satisfy with whatever we have. Basically, even the food people will be giving us.
Right.
In a way, we are like beggars. So for everything we have to depend on others. Now in Sri Lanka,
I thought that the idea was, I wouldn't say, the way at least I understood the concept is that anytime you pursue anything very seriously, right? Anything, it takes extraordinary amount of thinking and time and effort, right? So for me, at least the way I understood is, renunciation is way to free your mind and energy so that you don't have to invest in money for making food. That way you can focus on what you want to focus on.
So basically,
at least that's the idea I was thinking. Is that the idea?
Same thing. So basically, people will come and finance us whatever we need. They will give, but we cannot ask. Maybe they think that something is necessary for us. Even the food, everything. They donate it.
Right. Then there's no problem.
From on their own, conviction, they will give it. We cannot force them.
I see. Then becomes okay. That makes sense. Then it becomes opposite of it. Then you start asking people, then relying on them, and then those things interfere with your pursuit of
peace, basically,
or
Nirvana, or moksha.
Yes, the idea is that you want to be fixated mentally. You want to be fixated on just liberation. Forget about everything else. Let
the other part now. While they are attending to our needs, they will be incurring merits. They will accumulate merits.
Because they are doing good things.
So they will become gods.
Okay, I see.
That sort of a thing.
Okay. So maybe I want to know a little bit more about you, right? So why did you choose to be a monk?
I was born as a Catholic. I'm a Roman Catholic.
So you grew up in Christian tradition. Okay.
I became Buddhist 7 years back, actually.
7 years back. So what you were doing until then?
So basically, even when I was a kid, that Christianity, whatever that I see in Bible, I never got convinced in them. Basically.
So you're not able to fully come to terms with it.
Because I always found them illogical.
Okay.
I thought it's just a story. I don't know what it doesn't give me anything of value. Basically, when it comes to liberating ourselves. Okay. Now, the biggest question that I had is basically, now everyone is suffering. Now, maybe you might be rich or you might be poor. But all the people, it's a suffering.
There are different kinds of suffering.
Different, yeah, either mental or physical, sometimes maybe with financial terms.
It's just different kinds of difficulties.
Exactly.
And everybody's having some kind of difficulties.
Yeah. So then I was wondering, if the God created it, why couldn't he, like, if he's the Almighty, why couldn't he, create
Make
a perfect being?
Right.
Yes, exactly.
That's everybody asks the question. You and I asked the question.
Yeah. Then I was thinking, now why he's not interfering? Is it because he's helpless or he doesn't care?
Oh yeah, that's a good thing, right? That's a natural thing. Everybody say God is powerful.
Almighty.
If there is a God, He's all powerful, then you should be able to fix this by merely wishing it.
Yes.
Then why He is not doing it? Right?
Yeah, basically we are making excuses on behalf of Him.
That's right. I don't know why people do it.
I don't know. They're fixated on it, excusing Him basically for everything.
They find a way to. But that's a very interesting part. If you really look at it, the people, this faith-based religion, right? Yes. It doesn't ask you to employ your rational part of the mind.
Yeah, just believe it.
To understand.
Yeah.
And figure out the cause and effect relationship.
Exactly.
Then find a way of living which eliminates this suffering, difficulties, right? That's how I see Buddhism.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But if you look at even like there is a part of Hinduism which asks for totally faith-based, even though they have karma, jnana, and bhakti, right? The bhakti is all faith-based.
Yes.
And I think in a way Christianity is similar to bhakti. Bhakti, because it says that you have to love the God unconditionally, no matter what challenges and difficulties you have in your life. Right? Then things will fall in line. But how you be able to trust Him, believe Him, if He's Almighty, why He is not able to fix it is a very simple question, right? Even school children will ask that question.
Exactly. Right. So I had some problems, like I had major problems. I had some major life events. I was basically helpless. I couldn't find any answer in Christianity.
If you don't mind asking, what was the issue?
So basically, no, when I was...
You don't have to share it if you don't have to.
No, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah. It's basically, I had a bit of a relation. I was a bit of, when it comes to relationship, I was very faithful, okay?
Okay, like you're talking about women?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I was basically fully committed to this relationship. And basically I was strict. I was working in Qatar. Okay.
What you were doing?
I was a chartered accountant.
You're a CPA?
CPA, yes. Yes, I'm a CA and ACCA basically.
What does that mean?
ACCA is UK. The same. CA is chartered accountant. Okay. Like CPA.
So you're an auditor.
Auditor.
That's a common word, right? So you had an MBA Okay.
So I pursued all these.
That means you must be
studious fellow.
That means you must have been making very good, decent money.
Yeah.
Money is probably a problem for you at the time.
Yeah, money wasn't a problem. Then
your problem was not money.
Not money.
Okay, all right, okay.
Then because of this relationship, I lost the money also.
Okay.
So I think that was a price that I needed to pay to understand life.
Okay.
In a way, I took it. Actually, I was trying to commit suicide.
Okay. Sorry, it could happen easily.
Yeah.
When you go into things, right? It's almost like your mind is locked in. Yeah. You're not looking outside of that.
Exactly. You're fixated on that part only.
Then those things fall off. You feel like there's nothing out there.
Basically, now wherever you are attached,
right,
that becomes your world.
Perfect example for attachment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, once you're attached to something, it will always end up badly.
Okay. So you're attached to this woman, you're in a relationship. She was into you also, I assume. You both are mutually in relationship. Then something happened?
Then basically I was right from the beginning, I was used for money. Okay,
you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You were wholeheartedly in it.
Yes, I was a bit of a, you can say, immature. I was a bit of a naive person, okay? At that time,
that's normal, right?
Yeah.
You have to be naive in life, because everybody's born know nothing.
Yeah.
And only experiences teaches you.
Exactly.
Or you have to take somebody's advice and totally believe it.
Yeah.
Right? It's part of maturing.
Maturing.
Right.
It's basically.
But sometimes some people get very harder than other people.
Yeah.
Because of, you call it karma, or you call it
karma.
You call it karma, or you call it accident, or you call it circumstances.
Or the universe.
Yeah. So that happened to you. Okay.
That happened to me. Then I didn't have any answers.
Mm-hmm.
So the only answer I had was to commit suicide. Okay. Then I took some sleeping tablets.
Okay.
So I was.
How old were you at that time?
Maybe. I'm now 38.
38. Okay.
That time almost like 28, 29.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Okay. So you were already an adult.
Adult, but in my mind I was a bit of a naive person.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Because my parents, I think, they spoiled me a bit.
Well, you went to school, you did very well in school.
Yeah.
You were able to be an orator. That's not an easy thing to do. You have to be really smart to do that, right? It's possible like you can be naive in one area and way smart in another area.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you're like
you
naive
cannot be
overall 100%. Right?
Yes.
So it looks like on the love relationship, maybe you had a little bit of, incomplete view of how that works.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So basically, I was actually, that was the second time I tried. When I was in Qatar, I tried twice. Okay. Then failed it.
Okay.
Luckily.
Now you're laughing about it.
Yes. Now I can laugh about it,
right.
Because now I know how naive that was.
Right.
Sotapan means experimenter. That's the first. Then the second, I will explain what they signify. The second is Sakadagami. That means once returner. If you become Sakadagami, you will come back to the human world one time. Then Anagami. Anagami means never return. That means you will never come back to the human world. You will be a Brahma and you will be finishing it there. You will not come back again to the sensuous world. Then the fourth one is Arhant. Basically, you're out of the system.
Okay.
So now, this aspiration. Why we are born again is because we have aspiration. The first one is,
I think we were talking about this earlier, we missed that, right? Remember we talked about nature, nurture, and the concept of soul going from body to body, birth to birth.
It's not exactly a soul, but this the karma that we have
how
done,
it goes from one body to other.
Okay, it's like this. Now, in Buddhism, it doesn't have to be from this life to next life. Now, this moment, okay, we have something called.
I heard about that.
It breaks up even like in every moment. It breaks up.
Yeah, but I can logically that makes sense, right? So it's a momentary thing, right? It's like you're born every moment.
Every moment, yeah.
But I cannot reconcile.
But the problem, the thing is, we can now. When it comes to the level of mind, the mind is made up of something called Chetasika.
What is Chetasika?
Yeah, the mind is Chitta.
Chitta. Okay, I heard about that. Okay.
Chitta is made up of Chetasika.
What is Chetasika?
Yeah, Chetasika. There's one thing called Manasikara. Manasikara means basically this Chetasika. You cannot explain it because these we cannot see. Okay. So for these things we have to go by the Lord Buddha's instructions, guidance on.
Okay.
There's no other way because we cannot see.
So what do you say? What do he means by that? What Buddha says?
Chetasika. So he says now in each chitta there is something called Chetasika. So this one Chetasika is Manasikara. Means you can remember the other thing. So there will be a connection between. Now it's already broken. Now the moment I say this word, now if I say Chetasika, when I say Che, that my entire body is gone. But before I say Ta, but that part is remembered. So then it's a bit of an illusion. Now, because I can remember it, I think it's one person, the entire array of, what do you call it? Form. We'll say form. Form in the sense material form. Okay? That entire array is taken as one particular being. Like, now, for me, I think, right from the birth to end, there's one person living. But in Buddhism, they say, no, each moment he will be a new person.
No, that I think I can relate to that, because ultimately there is no continuity for our sense perception. The sense perception is constructed from the memory, right? Like if I have a problem, let's say my memories are wiped out, I won't remember I met you. I won't remember everything happened in the past.
Maybe 1 minute ago, what I did.
I don't know, right? So this is constructed from the memory. So when I wake up tomorrow, I still think I am this and that because of the memory. I get that. But what I don't get it, when the body is totally gone, how that memory, that continuity can exist. Without it, I cannot see soul transferring from body to body.
So now this is where things get, bit like this become a bit of an intangible. This knowledge, you cannot verify it. Now what he says is there's something called karma bhava. Karma bhava and utpatti bhava. Okay, now we are in utpatti bhava. Now, the moment we do some action, the Lord Buddha saying, those actions, those are registered in somewhere, bit of a server.
So we're saying it's not in our brain, it's somewhere else?
It's basically something like a cloud server. Okay,
so it's outside.
It's in outside. So that it is registered here. The moment we do actions, it is registered in the karma bhava. Okay, now the problem.
It's a space outside the control of the body. Then when body is dead, that still continues?
This Akashic records, you have heard of it?
I heard about it,
That's the...
But that's where it becomes iffy, because there's no proof of any of that.
Yeah. So in Buddhism, we call them Namagotta or memory records.
Memory records outside the body, outside the brain. So that survives. How long that survives?
Forever. The Lord Buddha says, now, that's another place where you can say, they say everything is impermanent. But these are not. Lord Buddha says it never deteriorates. It will stay there forever.
Right.
So that's inconsistent also.
No, that's fine. But that's I mean, as a person who's trying to understand, and we have to ask the question, see what he meant. Or maybe it's a mistranslation, or he meant something else. There has to be misunderstanding also. So that everybody accepts that?
That's accepted. There's something called Najirati Sutta also. In Tripitaka, there's this course called Najirati. Najirati means
what is it?
Najirati means it doesn't get deteriorated.
It's fixed and permanent. So then we are saying...
So there's a bit of inconsistency.
That's all right. But at least let's run with that idea to see where that will lead us. At least to solve this problem of soul, right? So let's say that there is a permanent record of our actions in this body, in our brain as well as outside somewhere. Then when body is gone, then what is getting reborn? So that memory somewhere else, invisible, permanent, outside the body, how it gets into the new body.
So we'll say, I'll come back to that. Sankhara. Remember Sankhara, I said actions, karmic actions.
Karmic actions?
Actions, basically. Now here, if I do something like, my karmic action is a dog-like action. Okay? So I will get, if I do something like, if I act like a dog, I'll be born as a dog. Somewhere. Okay. Now the moment I create,
but you can act like so many things in one life. We cannot be born of 5 different things.
That's the thing.
Right.
Now see. Now the moment we do karmic actions, now I'm doing dog-like action. Okay. Now this one gets registered in the karma bhava. Okay. Gets registered.
Karma bhava is outside
that
or human brain, like cloud servers,
cloud server.
IT people understand. Okay,
Cloud
I don't
server.
really understand, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe at the end of this life,
Okay.
now that karma, it will come back as in the form of consequences.
How it will come back at the end of the life means like after death?
Yeah, now at the moment of, in Sinhala we call it Chuti, at the moment of decease, okay? Decease,
I mean at the moment of dying?
dying.
Okay.
So this will come back.
Okay.
So it will give rise to dog life, basically. I will become a dog.
How will you become a dog? Because
at the end of this life.
But the way I'm looking at this is there's a body, there's soul, and
no. Nothing goes now. I have created this like mental tendency. Okay. I have created the mental tendency. Then somehow the body of a dog is created. Okay.
But how? Somehow is not explaining how that will happen.
Yeah. That's the thing. Every part scientifically I cannot prove because it's.
But that is why I like to not get into these kind of things, right? There's no end to it, right? Because there is no way to prove it. Then it's only a matter of your belief versus my belief.
Exactly.
Matter of
I will just explain, for knowledge purpose.
Okay.
Now somehow two dogs copulate and that embryo is created.
Right.
Then the moment the embryo is created, that the karma, those actions, it will start to actualize, associating with that.
But that is opposite of clean slate theory then.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So essentially what you're saying is that bodies are created independent of these karma base we have outside in cloud server. Somehow is waiting for this body to be created, and these tendencies entering into the brain. They're matched. And it goes into the body. But my question: why even has to go into the body? Why can't it just stay there forever?
That's the thing, If you do something, it will have to, because.
But then the another question is: the population is multiplying. How is it multiplying? Then if only X number of people live so long back, and only there can be X number of records over there.
Yeah.
And where is this additional dogs and human being? Where do they get their souls from? You can ask those questions, right?
No. Now we are thinking that the human population is going like this now, like this.
Right.
Okay, so it's not like that. The total number of, we'll say, souls for this purpose. The total number of souls may be constant. They change. They may be born as animals.
Okay, you can explain that like that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, we cannot prove it.
Because it's not helping us, right?
Yeah.
For what I can take it from our long discussion, I thank you. I learned a lot from you. The thing is that definitely, Buddhism offers path for escaping from the cycle of dukkha and moha.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's practically verifiable and understandable. It makes logical sense.
Yes.
Nobody can challenge that. Anybody can explain that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this guard
That's
part.
what I said. There are verifiable parts and inverifiable parts.
The unverifiable part about lower higher limb, soul, and rebirth.
Yeah.
There's no end to that. You can go on and talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, end of the day, it's a matter of fact. Unless, like you said, maybe if you meditate, then you will see something or experience something that will make it solidify your understanding. That's the only way to go, because there's no way to argue and debate.
It takes maybe 20 years.
It's not going to end it. Right? Either at the end of the day, still, I have to simply accept it on faith,
or reject it.
But there's no way still I gain any understanding from it.
Exactly.
So therefore, no point
in talking about it overly.
Yeah, but definitely, we can logically understand. Because you want something, you want to go try to get that, and you're going to have a challenge in the world, and that's going to create suffering, disappointment, and that can put your life in a path where it's unpredictable.
You're putting yourself to become subjected to suffering.
Then stress never ends. Then the troubles continue. To escape from that, And you have
a desire on Nirvana. Attaining Nirvana.
In a way, it's saying that accept the world, simplify your world, live with the world, and accept whatever happens.
Yeah.
Don't fight it.
Yeah.
In order to do that, the problem is like when you grow up, maybe 30, 40,
don't
50.
Don't force the issue, basically.
Yeah. For our 50 years, we have a strong self.
Yeah.
Meaning, we want life to be in a certain way, which is different from
the world.
That means as a monk, liberation, the whole idea is that whatever we built, call it came from previous life, or call it it's a clean slate in this life. Yeah. Then we build these memories in self, and we constantly want to be this and that and that. Then as a monk, or as a pursuer of Buddhism, you don't have your monk to pursue Buddhism, right? Then you keep looking at your past experiences to see your tendencies, and somehow neutralize that.
Neutralize all tendencies.
All tendencies. Then you are able to be peaceful in every moment.
Every moment.
Because you are not going anywhere else. You are right there, right then. When you look over there, when you look at the sunlight, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. You don't even say it's beautiful.
That's right. I would say you don't even have to say beautiful. Yeah. Yes. Who are we saying to?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's that.
You're satisfied the way it is.
Yeah.
That's Nirvana.
Nirvana, absolutely. Yeah. I can relate to that. Yeah. I think that's the part people have to know in the world. Exactly. They don't have to know about this. If they want, they can study all this realms and gods and rebirths and all that. But ultimately, what people want is the peace.
Peace within this life.
Within oneself. Yeah. That is why they are going after all this consumption of movies, drugs, alcoholism, and depression, shootings, and a lot of evil things, suffering, benefits no one. And everybody simply want to live a good life. Every parent wants to.
And the Lord Buddha is saying, no, we are trying. What we are going after is happiness. But we are going after the happiness
the wrong way.
In the wrong way.
Right. So we don't have to be happy. We don't have to be happy. So Buddha simply says, like a wise man saying, he agrees we all have to be happy.
There was one nice saying. I don't know whether exactly the Lord Buddha told it. But I heard it maybe in Zen Buddhism or somewhere. Someone came and asked the Lord Buddha, I want happiness. So I is basically ignorance part. Want is desires.
Makes sense.
The Lord Buddha says
Anatta. I is anatta.
Anatta, and the want is the attachments, desire. The Lord Buddha says remove I, remove want, then you are left with happiness.
That's a good way to explain it. But somebody who knows Buddhism will understand it. So it's a good joke, good humorous way to explain all the Tripata 3 books in one line. Yeah. But not everybody can understand that. Only somebody who went through the whole thing will understand it.
Exactly. But it summarizes the whole thing.
It does. I want happiness. Only way to get it is remove I and want. And just stay with happiness. That means get rid of the self. To get rid of the self, then you get rid of the desire. Then naturally you are happy. So in a sense, what Buddha is saying is that happiness need not be sought. Happiness is not in the things. It is already in you naturally. By wanting, you're disturbing it. That means you're creating suffering by wanting. By desiring. So in order to end the suffering, stop creating suffering.
Exactly.
Then when you stop creating it, whatever you're left with is peace and happiness.
Exactly. Basically,
is that a good way to say it?
Exactly. You summarize it perfectly. So basically the I part is that framework you have made, basically that things have to fit this framework. This basically that can
you want
construct.
To that's a self.
You want things to fit into this.
That's the whole idea of self. Because everybody has a different self. He wants this, he wants that. I want that person to talk to me this way, that way. And when I go there, people have to do this. In order for them to do it, I have to get in power, and I have to hurt people. Like it's a loop. It's an endless cycle of to nowhere. It
goes nowhere.
So the idea then goes back there. You're forcing a lot of people looking.
Have no framework. and have no framework.
No need for it.
Exactly.
All you want is happiness.
Exactly.
If all you want is happiness, you don't have to seek it anywhere. It's there always.
Yeah.
Stop looking outside.
Just look
Stop.
inside.
Yeah. Just stop it.
Look inside and just empty even your inside also.
Yeah. So in a sense, Buddhism is simply saying the world is going after happiness. Buddhism offers the same thing the world is looking for.
But
In a way, it's people hard to follow because they don't understand these things, because it's not easy to
grasp.
It's easy to say that happiness is in you. You don't have to look anywhere else. Then people will ask,
So
I'm not happy. I get bored. Where is happiness? Then you have to say you have a self. That's why you're not happy.
Yeah.
Then they'll get bored and they go on, move on with their life unless you're interested.
Yeah.
Then you go study and talk to people like you and I are doing.
Yes.
Right? Like you're more serious than I am, so you become a monk.
Yeah.
Right? Can we say that?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
You summarized it perfectly.
It all came from our conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very fruitful.
Even this will not last.
Even this knowledge.
Yeah, it will not last.
You don't know.
Then we need to keep talking about it, I guess.
Exactly. So the more you go, I think, then, now with this understanding, the thing is, in Buddhism, the Lord Buddha said, don't, now to the preachers, he said like this, don't preach complicated things. Preach something, let the listener, have a conversation within himself. So basically, preach less, think more.
Well, that makes sense.
That's basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Because ultimately, it's acquiring skill, right?
Exactly.
I went to this temple earlier today.
Yeah.
The Tooth Temple.
Yeah, Temple of the Tooth. Yes.
Yeah, I think it said something about all Buddha said. A few things. One of them is governance of your mind. The word used, governance of mind. So even after understanding all this, let's say even after reaching Nirvana, there is still we have to govern our mind.
Yeah. I will tell you that one also. I think it will benefit you. That is Sabba Papa Sakara.
Okay.